2 weeks ago, I had an invitation to do an exhibition in a fashion fair, and they gave me a completely destroyed space, and they said, "Well, you can do what you want." I said, "Okay."
Wow.
And I said, "You know, I want to paint again, because I did when I was a kid." And I said, and then I stopped it, because at that time, you imagine having teachers painting class, and all the teachers, "No, you cannot do this shadow, you cannot do that." And I said, "I want to do this because it's my vision." And I created it. I didn't do it anymore. And I said, "You know, I want to try to do graffiti." And I did this exhibition very like Berlin in the 80s, 80s, 90s, you know, people creating this space and painting on the walls, and I have some pictures, I think, in my apartment. I can show you. And it was a very good, for me, a good experience, because I bring back to me something that I lost in the middle of the things. I do so many things, and then I have this. Sometimes it's very important for us, and when you have this, because now I'm a businessman. I lost a lot of my time to sit and to create and to design. I need to do everything very quickly, and this is not so fun, because you know, it's before I loved when I create a collection to put all my ideas in front of me or in a big table, and to live there for a week, and I come back after a week and I see again, and I see in a different way. But now I have no time for that, you know. Or I have my team that they do with me some things, and it's complicated, because sometimes when I finish something, I could do different.
You can always make it better.
We used to say in music, you never finish everything.
I never finish. No, I never finish.
I give up. I give up.
Never.
Right.
Never finish a collection.
You give up.
You never finish a collection, because you wanted more. I want to do more and more and more.
But that inspires the next collection,
yeah,
right?
but I understood that and years ago. I said, you know, sometimes when you say, okay, it's done. And next, you know, because you never finish. Sometimes you know artists that they never finish the painting. You know, oh no, this painting is not good. I need to finish this. I need to change that. I change this color, and this is a mistake, because you never grow up. For me, and I think you need to say, okay, let's see.
Yeah.
But it's difficult, because you show that thing that you think that is done, but maybe it's not. Yeah. If people will understand or not, you see later.
It's the perfectionist in you, right? Yeah, as an artist,
the track
having that passion.
The track we prepared for the show. Every time I listen, I change something. You know, the voice.
No, the day before he changed it, because he showed me. I said, yes, it's nice. I just missed something there. And he said, yeah, but he changed everything.
Redo. Well, that's good.
But I think that if Christina authorized, later we could show them what you're doing. No, it's up to you.
I have to that part of the show. We worked with a DJ in Brazil called Tony Doria. Tony Doria is it's one of the great DJs of Brazil. Very good taste to put the right song, the right moment.
He does all my parties, he does all my fashion shows, he works for me always. Everything I do, he is my DJ.
Okay.
You know, and because of him, I'm here, because of him, I start to sing again. Because many times, no, you need to sing again. You sing. I said, Tony, I don't want to sing. No, I need to sing again. And now I'm singing again.
That's funny. Because Christina got me to sing again too.
And
she got me to sing again too.
And he introduced me to Christina. So. Then when I met her, I said, "Oh, you are Christina? Christina from Christina, no, the superstar." And I said, "Oh." And then let's do your song, let's sing your song, why not? And now my idea is to make this song a single for us to launch again in Brazil 20 years later in a different, completely different. It's another song, but when you hear the
the melody,
the
chorus.
The chorus. Of course, everybody will remember, you know, because it was very popular.
Also about the fashion.
Todo amor é bom.
Means all love is good.
All love is good.
Todo amor é bom. Something like this, yeah.
Oh, that song.
Yeah, that's the song. From his segment.
The YouTube clip, right? Yeah.
So both of you are on the song for his segment.
Yes, that's a big surprise.
4 months ago, when she was in Brazil,
we walked.
Recorded.
Fun.
It is genius, two genius. No? He was let's do. He changed because the music was techno. It's more like techno go back to the 90s, the end of 80s, 90s, and he created this bossa nova lounge.
It's a lot of Brazilian
with a little bit. It's not really bossa nova, but
I can tell you that when I heard the first time, I was surprised because he did something new. Because today, when you think about bossa nova or the Brazilian, the lounge mixing bossa nova and blah blah, is always the same. And he created something very special.
New,
yeah, something very
cool.
He went deep to the bossa nova conception, but in a new version, in a new. No, he's
new bossa.
New bossa. Yeah. You just went with what you felt.
No, I can tell you because my uncle was one who was involved in the bossa nova movement. He has many songs. I don't know if you know this guy who lives in Los Angeles, Oscar Castro Neves.
He's a
guitar. He's a producer. He's involved with Hollywood. And he and my uncle, who died many years ago, they did many special songs, including Sarah Vaughan recording their songs, and then I know very well this movement and the bossa nova thing. And when I heard what he did, I said, "Wow, he's really good because it's really new."
Who was your uncle?
Marzio Fiorini. If you go to Sarah Vaughan, record the song called "I Live to Love You." In Portuguese was "Morrer de Amor." Was the song? You know the song, right?
Yeah.
Was a song very, very known. Because Oscar, he came to Los Angeles. He came.
Oscar Casoneves.
Yeah, and he came. I don't know.
4
years ago.
He's not very known in Brazil, Oscar, but he's very important to Brazilian music.
Yes.
He's known.
He's not popular.
He's not popular.
I met him at the oh my gosh, the place in Oakland, Yoshi's. I met Oscar Castro Neves. He comes to watch here to see the show from Celso Fonseca.
Okay.
Wow.
And they were the same. I was guest for the one of the place, invited me to watch, and Oscar was there, and I was talking about some people, you know, like Claudio Vilela, some famous Brazilian jazz singers.
Yoshi does a lot of jazz performances.
And he was there in the line and waited for us. Says, "Oh, Oscar, you talk a little bit. That's cool." Was that very remember it?
Good. Well, then it's up to you. What do you want to know more? And
well, I was thinking of highlighting your background as a designer, and then move into your connection to Melange, and how you see your future as a designer coming to the U.S. And,
okay, well, I think my background as a designer, I'm an artist. As I told you, I'm an artist since I was a kid, and it's in my mind. I always loved fashion. I think fashion 24 hours per day. I love. And I love to create, I love to transform, I love to give new destinations to the materials. And it was in this thing that I started my fashion life designing clothes. For many years. My first job was a very well-known company in Brazil called Company in the 80s. And then in 86 I quit and I said, no, I want to do by myself. I want to fly. And I start my company designing clothes. In a moment, in Brazil, the situation is always, now it's much better, but talking to you 20 years ago, up and down, or you have money or you're not. And then if you have money, you can do. If you have not, you cannot. It was very difficult, and I had the luck to have my family helping me all the time, and when I start my designs and my clothes and my fashion shows, I discovered that what I like is the detail. You know, if I design some shirt like that, what I love is to see a special thing here, and I step by step I start designing my jewelry for the shows, and I said, oh, this is what makes me more happy.
It's your passion.
I still love. No, I do the clothes for my fashion shows, but it's not the same. I don't want any more. But now they change. Right? Maybe tomorrow I want to change and design clothes again. But now I don't feel the necessity to design clothes. I still love the detail.
We're on our way down. We're on our way down.
And I was thinking what to do in this direction. And I start my first collection. I present my first jewelry collection. I presented in São Paulo in 1998. Yes, 1998. And was made by things that I bought all over the world. I love some bric-a-brac, I would say, these fairs, the street fairs.
Yeah,
to buy, you can buy an old necklace in glass, you can buy an old thing. And this, I love to buy these things, and I create a collection, but unique piece. You know, I did maybe one, and I did this presentation, and I did this first collection, and I was sold everything in the same night, in the presentation night. And I said, okay, I'm happy, but I need to find, okay. And I needed to, when I have this clear, that's okay, I'm happy, I did this collection, but I need something, I need to create something to go further. You know, I need to go to the women's universe. I need to go in some direction that I don't know.
Something different than what you've already done.
And rubber, my first contact with rubber was making my collection, my rose collection. I designed a shirt collection, and I want many buttons in the same type, same model, but different colors, but many colors. And talking about Brazil 20 years ago was impossible to find. Maximum I found was the same model, 3 colors. I said, no, I don't want 3 colors, I want 10 colors. And then somebody told me, oh, you could make your own buttons. I said, why not? You know? And my friend, a friend of mine, brought this technique in rubber for Brazil. That time, making completely different things. And I told him, I said, could you do some buttons? And I designed the mold, and you could try. And we did that, and was great. The results was great, and I did for this this collection, and that's it. I never work anymore with rubber. When I did this first collection with this, in this situation in São Paulo, I told you, I said, oh, I need to do something new and something that I go everywhere. I had this idea dreaming. I slept, I dreamed, and I woke up with this idea. And it was 1999, I was to develop the first collection, to study the process, to study because it's very particular to work with this, you know, in each mold I need to study what I want, because once I do the mold I cannot change anything.
Right, right.
You know, it's done, because it's done in metal, and it's done. And for 2 years I was doing these experimentals and creating things, and my first collection was presented in Rio in 2001, January of 2001, 11 years now. It was a boom that time, and it's still new, because every day I have a new idea, every day, each collection I have a new direction, each collection I have a new inspiration. And talking about the United States, I had many contacts in the United States since I started. Selling to MoMA, selling to Chicago Museum, Whitney Museum. My client is very in this niche, you know, it's very art.
Yes.
And now I have, it's always a multi-brand store which has some special space for jewelry or accessories.
So exclusive.
Exclusive.
Yeah.
Or museum stores are very good clients. And then with America, I had this experience. And now I did a contract in Florida, and I'm doing a contract in Houston.
Nice.
Yeah, and then to do the distribution.
Perfect. I love these.
Yeah, and this.
They are. It is that whole factor of them being so light.
Yeah.
So you can have big pieces and not worry about the weight.
Exactly. The light is good. We can wear a big earring and no suffering.
Exactly.
This is a little bit heavy, but this is a concept earring. You know, it's just for the fashion show. I have many pieces doing this. You'll see tomorrow in the show many pieces. It's not easy to wear. It's just for show.
So you're excited about being part of Melange?
I'm very excited. Since Christine invited me, I was very excited because first of all, I see the project is very interesting. Helping people who wants to do something new or doing art. Right. It's so difficult to be an artist.
Right.
I know that.
Right.
And then helping these people to
show diversity.
To show up. And
yes.
now, why not? This is a brilliant idea. It's a brilliant idea. I like that. And to come with Christine, and who I like so much, and then it's a pleasure to be here.
Yeah.
I'm very happy, very glad to be here.
Very good. So you're going to get lots of exposure through this show. The show is going to be amazing. And how do you feel about what do you feel is the biggest difference between, say, Brazilian fashion and American fashion?
To be honest, I think today we have no. 10 years ago we could say something like that. I think today is impossible.
Yeah.
Because the information is for everybody, everywhere. It's just who doesn't want to know, doesn't know. You know, because if you like fashion, if you are in this atmosphere, you know. You know, maybe you don't have the contact, or you don't see closer to you. Maybe I'm bringing a little bit of Brazil here.
Right.
No?
Right.
But some people who are interested in fashion, they know about everything, you know? And but I think it's a good way and it's a bad way. You know,
now,
because
Because with Melange also there's the idea of the models that are going to be on the runway and being diverse in that way, in that the models are different sizes, different heights, different races. You know, how do you feel about that as far as, you
Perfect.
know?
I think that is the reality.
Yeah.
Is the reality with sophistication, with elegance, because sometimes in fashion you see things that I disagree when you have in the catwalk just skinny girls, very young, and it's not. I love women. I think that women. I work for women. I create for women. I create to make the women beautiful. I think fashion's for that. Fashion is, you need to understand your body, your style, your everything, to make it, to use the fashion well, you know, in a good way. Because if not, you see on the street, I wanna cry many times, because you see things that is impossible. Because you cannot see a window and that skinny girl and say, ah, I want to buy that. In Brazil, it's all the time. It's Gisele Bündchen, she's there, beautiful, in a very tight t-shirt, and you see many girls, they cannot use that. It's because it's ugly. In a way, you use the fashion in a wrong way and for yourself.
Right.
This is what I don't like. In my shows, all the girls I invite to do my shows, I like girls with shape. No, I love when they walk, the movement, the swing. I love this. This is my very well Brazilian side, I think.
Yeah. Yes.
You know,
the Brazilian women are very curvaceous and voluptuous.
No, but I think you are all over.
Yeah.
You are all over. It's not Brazilian. Maybe Brazilian because of the samba, we can see more.
Yeah.
No, but
yes.
But you are all over. And this is something that Melange, I think, is with me. We match completely in this conception, because I think this fashion. It is.
Yes.
It is this melange. This is the good way to do fashion.
Yeah.
Because if not, it's boring. No, I like to change movements in my necklace, big necklace. Now everybody is talking about max color. No, I do max color always.
Yeah.
All my life I did big. I hate to do small earrings. Yeah. When some client asks me, oh, but I like to do some. Okay, I have some small earrings, but I don't see any. You know, I think a woman with big earrings, because I classify. I see women for necklace, women for bracelets, and women for earrings.
So women are your inspiration to design.
For sure.
Bottom line.
For sure.
That's great.
For sure, because and the feedback I have is very interesting from the women. You know, my clients, what I receive by mail or by Facebook or by Twitter, when they wear my jewelry, what happened when they wear my jewelry. And sometimes funny things, as in Brazil, you know that everybody's a little bit scared, you know, to walk on the streets. And I had a funny story 2 weeks ago. A client wrote for me, said, oh, I was so scared because I was walking on the street and a woman was following me so quickly. And I stopped her and I said, what do you want? She said, where did you buy your necklace?
She was being stopped for your jewelry.
You're crazy, please don't do it. I was scared about you, you know? I'm scared of you. Don't do it for me.
Wow.
And then this is fantastic.
Yeah.
When I heard someone who says, I went to this party and everybody was touching me to know which material was my necklace, or you know, this is the good thing. Yeah.
Conversation piece.
And the conversation piece, you create situations, you see, you know, maybe you go, you don't know anyone, in the party.
Yeah.
And you are the most popular in the party.
Spotlight.
No, this is a good thing. I see.
Wonderful. Well, so Marzio Fiorini is your line, the name of your line, and we will see it at the Melange show 2012. And we're really excited to see it.
Me too.
And excited to just see the segment. We know it's going to be a big surprise, and everyone's going to love it.
Thank you very much, and I hope you like. No?
I think they will. Everyone will. I love this stuff already. I look at it and yeah, I would definitely want to. I would love to wear it on the runway. But
I'm sorry, I cannot say yes for you, but you need to check with Christina if she can.
No.
If she authorizes you to.
No, I know. But yes, so it'll be good to see it walking down the runway. It'll be exciting to see. Well, thank you for speaking with me. Thank you for being here.
Pleasure.
We welcome you to the U.S. and being a part of the Melange show.
It's a pleasure.
Okay.
And then I don't know if you talk about everything what this guy did for the show, but the soundtrack is amazing.
As we told before, we made all the soundtrack for the show. It's the first part. It's not the part of Marzio. It's a remix.
Okay.
Remix of music that we choose with the Christina and the producers.
Yes.
And the part of the Marzio we composed especially for.
So you have produced specifically the music for his segment.
Yes, me with the DJ Tony Doria from Brazil.
Yeah.
And we expect to enjoy the Brazilian flavor we are bringing.
It'll be nice to get that first listen, the first time to hear that song. It'll be exciting to hear, and you're singing on it.
Yes.
So that's even more exciting. And Christina,
we can say Marzio was talking to he likes a lot of different arts.
Is what you love to be involved in.
Yes.
That's awesome.
It's a good way to.
And then if you could just introduce yourself and give us your full name so that everybody can know.
Let me introduce. My name is Marcio Mierelles. Marcio M.M. Mierelles. I'm a musician. I'm a composer in Brazil. I have I work as a musical producer and acoustic guitarist. I have CD of my music and work with other artists, singers.
Okay.
And I'm here.
Nice. So now you're bringing your art to the U.S. as well.
To help to show you this amazing collection of Marzio.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Great collaboration. Okay, well, we'll be excited to hear your art as well. And it was good talking to both of you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
So my interview will be a little bit